Everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. So, on today's episode, we'll be tackling week two assignment. So, let's get right into it. So, you go to your dashboard, you click on my courses, then you go to applied learning content, and this page pops up. So, we'll be doing the week two course module. So, you click on go to course. When you click on go to course, this is the next page that pops up. This four-page slide. Then we'll be tackling the assignment on the fourth page of this slide. We have two assignment questions there we ought to tackle. So let's get right into it. So question one, or assignment one rather, says we have to create a basic web page or design a basic web page. So the task is to create a simple web page using HTML that includes the following elements. So we have to include the following elements in our web page: a header, a paragraph, an image, and a list that could either be ordered or unordered. So this is quite simple. So let's get right into assignment one. So to begin, we'll come to our desktop. Right click, new folder. Then we'll create a new folder, and we can name that folder my DMTT or any name we like. So after creating the folder on our desktop, we'll go to our IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. In this case, the IDE I'll be using is VS Code, Visual Studio Code. So as you can see, I already have the HTML and CSS for both assignments one and two. But I'm still going to give us a run through on how I did everything. So I'm going to drop a link in the description of the video for a copy of the HTML and CSS code so you can easily download and edit it to your taste. But so feel free to pause the video, subscribe to our channel, and download a copy of the code, and you can paste it in your VS Code. But meanwhile, I'm still going to give us a run through on every element and tag, or like I'm going to give us a run through on everything I did, like a crash course and everything I did. Meanwhile, try as much as possible to audit your Coursera course online, and it will give you background knowledge as to the basics of HTML and CSS. So let's get right into it. So when you copy the HTML code in the video description, you would open your VS Code, your Visual Studio Code. Try as much as possible to download it if you don't have it already. Then you come here and click on File. You click on File, then you click on Open Folder. When you click on Open Folder, you then open that folder you created in your desktop. So you search for desktop here. So it's already open here. So you open that folder you created on your desktop. You select it, then it opens. So in my case, it's already open. So if you click on this folder, then you click on select folder, then it opens. So mine is already open. So we're going to close this. Then you come to your file explorer. When you come to your file explorer, I'm going to show you how I did all this. You come to your file explorer, you click on new file. You click on new file. Let me show us how I went about everything. So you click on new file. So it's going to create a new file in that folder we created in our desktop. So since I already have mine, let me name mine, this new file, my 3mtt practice dot html. You have to always add .html so it lets the browser know what kind of file we are working on. Then you click enter. So now the HTML file is open. So you can then now easily paste the code you copied from the description. You paste the code here, then edit it to your taste. So we would also do the same for the CSS. We would copy the CSS codes from the description and also do the same. We'll come to our file explorer, click on new file, then name the file whatever name we choose to give it. In this case, we have my mtt styles.css. Also ensure you put the .css. Alright, so when you paste the CSS codes in the CSS file, you ought to have something like this. Then next, you have to ensure that this CSS file is properly linked to this HTML file. You can do this with this link rel style sheet. This rel stands for relation. So this is linking the CSS file to the HTML file. So now when you come to this href, the text in between these colons, in between these double quotes rather, ought to be the exact name of the CSS file, then .css. So you change this name here in this href to whatever name you give your CSS file. So in this case, mine is my mtt styles.css. So ensure you put in the name properly. Then by that, after doing that, you would have properly linked the CSS file to the HTML. So we now have our HTML and CSS files. So now we need to open this file in our browser. So to simply do that, we need to download a VS Code extension. So you come to this last icon here, click on it, the extensions icon. Then we need to download Live Server. I already have mine installed. So to download yours, you click on this search box, then you search Live Server. So it's this first one here. So mine is already installed. So you click on it, then you install it. You install the Live Server will help us open our file in our web browser and also help us refresh the page automatically, so we don't necessarily have to keep on refreshing whenever we make any changes in our code. So after installing Live Server, we can then uh, close this, then go back to, okay, you can also cancel this. Then we come to our HTML file, you right click, then you see open with Live Server. So you click on open with Live Server, then the file opens in your web browser automatically. This is what a web page looks like on the right hand side. So you can edit the content of the code here to whatever content you would like your web page to have, but ensure you do not tamper with the opening and closing tags. Ensure you do not tamper with the opening and closing tags, if not your code might not run properly. So this is h1 tag. So this is it. Here we have here, welcome to my first simple web page, which is the heading we have over here. So you can edit this content to whatever you like. Then this is a paragraph of text, which is what we have here. So you can also edit this content. Ensure that whatever content you want to add to your web page, it is in between the opening and closing tags, and you do not mistakenly cancel or write off any of the opening and closing tags. So you can edit this content to whatever you like. So this is the paragraph. You can see the P opening tag here and the P closing tag here. The strong element we have in between the paragraph tag is a formatting element. It's what makes this text on our web page here have a bold like appearance. It's what is making it appear bold. You can see the difference between this text and this text up here. This one is looking bolder and darker. So that is what this formatting element strong does. So you can choose to edit yours, or you can choose to get rid of it if you do not want it. So the image has a class in it, has a class in between the tag. This class is so that we can style the image properly in the CSS. Then the source, let me show you how we are able to add this image to our web page. So we'll go to the file we created in the folder rather we created in our desktop. We'll open the folder. Then after opening the folder, we'll create another folder in that initial folder we created. So you click on new, then you click on folder, then you name the folder images, just as we have here. You name the folder images, exactly as we have here. Then you open the folder and put whatever image you want to appear on your web page, whatever image you want in that folder. You take note of the name of the image, or you can choose to give the image a name you can easily remember, because it is the name of this image that we are going to use in our HTML code. So in this particular case, the name of this image, or the title of this image, is YouTube dash thumbnail. So this is the file path. So you have to ensure you have the correct file path. So these images we have here is the folder we created, then the slash, then the exact name of the image you want to appear on your web page should follow immediately after the slash. Then we have our double quotes. Then this alt stands for alternative text. The alt text, you also put in the name of the image. Put in the name of the image in this alt text over here. So that is what we have here in the image. Then the next paragraph, I choose to add another paragraph. You can also edit this to whatever you like. Then the unordered list. So I created another heading, H2 heading, unordered list of ALCs in Obiako, LGA, River State. So you can also edit this the content in between the opening and closing tags of this unordered list to whatever you like. That is what we have over here. Congratulations on creating your first web page. So now let's submit the assignment. So we have to take a screenshot of the completed web pages that we have here and insert it into a Google slide and share the slides link. So let's quickly do that. So open our web page. This is our web page. Okay. So to take a screenshot of this web page, we'll come over to our search bar, or you can click on the Windows tab, or you can go to the search bar depending on what system you're using. So for Windows, which is what we are using for this lesson, you search for snipping tool app on Windows. We're going to open it. So open the snipping tool, click on new. Then with your mouse, you left click and hold. Then you drag your mouse over the area of your PC you want to capture, just as I have here. So you drag your mouse over that area and you let go. Then it takes the screenshot and saves it in your image folder. So we've been able to save the screenshot in our image folder. It will most likely save in the screenshots folder in your pictures for those using Windows. So you check for the image in your screenshots folder of your pictures. So we'll come here, open a new tab in our web browser. So you click on this Google Apps icon. Click on this Google Apps icon here. Then you search for slides. You scroll down to slides. So click on the slides rather. Then we'll click on blank presentation. Black presentation. All right. So we'll give our presentation a title. So I'm going to name mine my 3MTT week 2 assignment. Then you can also add a subtitle. You can subtitle it my first web page my first web page. My first web page. Then we click on this plus icon on the left hand side here to add a new slide. So that opens up. Then we click on this insert image icon here. Then click on upload from computer. Then we go over to our pictures, screenshots. Then we click on that screenshot we took earlier on. Then we open it. All right, so we have that, and we are almost done. So we have the first slide here. We have our title, and the second slide is the screenshot of our web page. So we click. So with that, we're done with the tags. Now we need to create a link. So we'll come here, click on share. You give the file a name. So this is my 3MTT week 2 assignment. So this is good enough. We click on save. So you then click on anyone with the link, then you click on editor so that anyone with the link can edit the file or make comments or corrections if need be. Then you click on copy link, then done. After copying the link, we come back to our 3MTT dashboard, my courses, then we click on assessments, then wait for the assignments to load. Then you will see week 2 assignments, module course, module 2, which is this assignment we just rounded off. And we click on these three icons over here and click on submit assignment. Then we paste the link we copied earlier on and click submit. And with that, we are done with the week 2 tasks. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next one.